So I just want to make a short video on how I do my Anki cards. Nothing special, show you what I use, what websites, and how they end up looking in the end. And today I want to make a few from articles I've read. They are from FNN News, and I also already recorded all the audio from them, so I can use it later on after I've mined them in my passive immersion. The videos are pretty short, so about a minute, maybe a little more, sometimes less, so not that much, but over the time it will add up. And I added them into Evernote and went through all the articles, marked all the words I didn't know, and added a picture, screen capture from the video. I probably use Google image search for the sentences, but I still add a picture just in case maybe I don't find a fitting one. I just add this one. Okay, what else? Besides Evernote, I also use BlueMind. It's a mind map program. I'll show you in a few seconds for what I use it. And I also have in the background picture of, I think this is from, I don't know where this is from, I don't really know. Basically it's about the pitch accent. I started coloring new words I add, and in case I forgot how which button to use, I made this little picture. But most of the time right now I already know what button I need. So okay, let's get to it. Good. Okay, let's say I want to add this sentence. It's pretty easy. It's a short one, and from the kanji alone you can pretty much tell what the word means, but I will still add it. Okay, so this one, copy it, paste, make it bold, and then copy it again. Good. Okay, the first thing is Frovo, whatever. Probably a lot of you will know this one, but I really like it, because when you're starting to read articles and you see a word for the first time, you've never heard it before, your idea of the pronunciation is probably wrong. And if you read it a lot and have the wrong pronunciation in your head, you can try to turn this off. I think I heard about chewing gum while reading, that it reduces your inner voice, but I don't think it's 100%, so I like to add recordings of native speakers, and Fro has pretty much for every word. There are a few words you don't find, but maybe 80%, 90% you do find an audio recording of it, and I just add it to the card. So put it in and search. This time, yeah, we have only one. Sometimes there are more, so you can just listen to a few and use the one you like. And she makes pretty good audio, so I already know that's good, but let's listen to it.
약속.
Exactly. And then you can download it. Whoops. And then drag and drop
약속.
just on top. And I also copy this to the side. You will see later on why. And now I just have to look it up. The dictionary, I use WebView for this, because they also have information on the pitch accent right here. And this is pretty much 0, so 0, if you look here, 0, and it's blue, so I can just color this in blue, this, and this. Okay, and there we have the definition. If I don't understand this definition, I also have the GU dictionary open, but most of the time the one from WebView is enough. At least at the point where I am, I can understand them most of the time. Sometimes the ones from GU are a little bit shorter, and if they are shorter and easier to understand, I'll use them instead, but yeah, this one is short enough, and yeah, it's also pretty easy. And like I said, from the kanji alone you can tell what it means, and the context also. So definition is in. Let's say I don't understand a word in this definition, then I use BlueMind. I can add the definition in here and make branches. Say I don't know this word, I can add it in here. If you're branching deeper than that, you can also add the definition for this word and then branch from there, or you can add multiple ones. But yeah, let's say I only know the only word I don't know is this one, and now after I finish my cards, I can go through all the ones like that. I can go through them and add sentences for them. In the beginning, I saved all my sentences I wanted to mine in an extra file and added the sentences for the definition words a day before I added the original sentence. But since I understand most of the definitions in the first go, or I only have to branch one layer deep, I don't do that anymore. It's a little bit easier for me if I just add them on the same day, so I don't need to save them, just make it in one go. But this case I know it. Okay, so we have the audio, we have the text, all we need is a picture, and just copy, Google image search, and let's see, a good one. Alone for the pictures, you can already tell what it means. It's not always that easy, but it helps a lot of the time. Hope it's big enough. Yeah, not too small. Copy, put it in, and that's pretty much it. So let's see how it looks at the end of this one. Go down. So that's how it looks. And now that's what oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's strange. Wait 1 second. Hope this helps. Yeah, well, doesn't matter. Okay, so this is basically the sentence. I forgot to separate this. But this is the play button, so you can add multiple audio tracks and you can play only the one you want to hear. So let's say you're unsure of a few of the words, of how they sound, you want to be sure that you get the correct pronunciation in your head. You can add multiple ones and listen to them a few times when you learn the card or when you review the card.
약속,
You just have to push the button and it plays the audio. Or maybe you sometimes when you use subs to SRS, and I sometimes add, because the sentence is split in two, and I add both if they're not that long, because they make a lot more sense together. I'll add both, and then I can play. Then with this button you can play the separate tracks, whatever you need. So basically, if I review them now, I played it a few times that I have the pronunciation in my head, and then I move on. And definition, yeah, just if I don't remember what the words mean, but this one's pretty easy. Yeah, that's how my cards look in the end. Pretty much all of them have pictures. No, all of them have pictures, and 90% have audio, maybe a little more. I try to add as much as possible, and even to the ones I add from subs to SRS, so they already have native audio from a show, but I still add the pronunciation for the single word, because sometimes in the show it's not that clear. You can't hear it that clearly, and if I want to hear it again, I don't have to play the whole track. I can just play the single word a few times before I move on. Yeah, that's it.